Good morning, everybody. There was the morning bell. Let's go. Let's get into the market this morning. Let me get my screen all set. There we go. Man, the SPY is looking brutal again today. We're actually down under $500 again. I know we popped above it the other day. And you know what? We're going with the continued theme of the week. Going with the continuation theme. We talked about on Monday having a couple days of uptrend, and then we talked about potentially falling back off later in the week, and we are seeing it work out damn near perfect here. On the SPY, it actually is down around a pretty big support right now. 498.50 is a pretty big spot that I've had on the chart for quite a while. At least for the past couple weeks is what I mean. A lot of good hits off of there. We could see a bigger breakdown down below there, but just watch it as minor support today. With the market opening up and with how low everything is in pre-market, just be wary. You know, you might not want to just buy puts right away. You might want to look for a little bit of confirmation. There might be some slight recoveries back up or something along those lines. If not, awesome. Just play the momentum down. But just be a little bit wary. Sometimes off of those big pre-market moves like this, you might start to see slight recovery back. Meta is actually staying pretty low in the grand scheme of things, but it's still right around this 420 mark. That was a big drop off last night. The low officially got down to 399, right around there. So under $400 momentarily. That's going to be fun to sit there and watch once again. Going to be really good, really good. Going out to the Fed Watch tool here today. Looking at the percentages, seeing what changed. You know, one thing I noticed today, look at the probability for September. September is about to go pause, guys. I mean, it's literally 1% away from flipping to pause right now. So that's going to be a major thing to look at here. I still see the stream too. Oh, just Jason today. Thank God it's not my internet again. I would have been calling charter today. What the hell did you do to me? Man. Mike's internet from last night is leaking over to you, Jason. No. Jason, you were at the Q&A. You're always asking the good questions. Most of the time. No, I'm just kidding. Any question's a good question. Man, QQQ's right around the 420 mark too, just like Meta is. QQQ is one of the more brutal looking plays this morning. A much more brutal sell-off than even the SPY had, in my opinion. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, percentage-wise, let's see, 1.32% on the SPY. QQQ's 1.9. I was going to say, it seemed like a lot more. Whoa, what's DJT doing? Man, he said stay away. Let's see. Oh, wow. Starting to rip up. You know, DJT is something that's pretty risky, obviously, given the theta, especially on the weekly options. Oh my God, look at, I mean, yeah, like the implied volatility. Oh my God, 272%. The theta decay is insane. It's a pretty wild one right now. But I'll say this, I mean, if you're gonna play it, I would just play shares, low key. I would just get into shares really quick, try to run it up. That's all I would do with this one. Definitely no options in that sense, but this thing moves so much. I mean, you could catch decent runs with shares. I'll be real here. It looks pretty good on the daily, but like Manny said, you better be careful if you're playing this one. Pretty wild. And remember, like I said, it would only be quick in and out scalps with shares too. Like, I'm not holding those at all on the stock like that. But I'm not playing it either way. It does look wild, though. Manny said, oh, wow. Trump's immunity case goes to the Supreme Court today. Here's why it matters. Wow. So his immunity case goes to the Supreme Court. That's pretty big. I didn't realize that was happening today. I'll be real with you guys, though. I have not been keeping up too much with the politics and with all those, what are they called? Trials and all that. I guess it is interesting for DJT's case, though. Yeah. Wow, that's going to be interesting. The Supreme Court. Is it the actual Supreme Court? Or is it the Supreme Court of New York? I think it's the real Supreme Court, so that's going to be pretty big. The one thing that I think's weird is he appointed a few of those people, so that's going to be interesting. Got 500% on my SPY puts bought yesterday. Very nice, Saul. 500%. Let's give you some dubs out in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Xbox, Origin, PC. I think they make the best ones. I really like the Origin PCs. Laptops. They might be a little bit expensive, but they are the best. When you compare them to MacBooks and some of the other PCs, it's not too bad. You know, like this one's $2,000. It's not terrible. You can look at the specs. Let's see. 16 gigs of RAM. Hell no, that's way too low. We're going with a 32 gig kit on this one. There we go. Up the price $100. Why not? Oh. So it has an RTX 4070 and an i9. Pretty good. But it is an i9H, so it's the laptop version. I'm just kidding, Xbox, but I do like Origins quite a bit. QQQ, not bad today. I really like that sell-off so far. It's been pretty fire. Switching over to Nvidia. Wow, double bottom. Near perfect double bottom, actually, right around 776.80. I'm going to look for 776 to break. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Appreciate you, appreciate you. Well, he's talking with Jacob on the Snapchat now. Every once in a while. I'll be honest, the past couple days, I have not been on there too much. What's up, Meat Sack? You guys got some names out there, I'll tell you. Meat Sack of Doom. That's one of the... Easy's asking for Nvidia. Yeah, that double bottom's huge. I really like resistance overhead around 800 to 805. Right between that $5 range, there's been a lot of hits over the past couple days. I wouldn't think that Nvidia could really get back above there today, but you never know. You never know. Might surprise me. Is Nvidia actually green on the day? Did I see that right? Okay, no. It might have been for a minute, though, at the top up there. Wow. Also made 7K on Microsoft. Was shocked today. Wow, Saul. That's awesome. Yeah, Microsoft really started following the bigger stocks down last night, like Meta, of course. And wow, look at Open. Damn, now Microsoft had one of the bigger drops down that I've seen lately. That is a crazy move. Insane move. Palmer said INTC, Intel. Let's see. Intel. Got good resistance overhead around 35.20. They have earnings, though, so do not look to play Intel too much. If you do, it better be something very quick in and out. Don't look at anything too crazy there. SM Bot calling out Microsoft puts. I do like Microsoft down. It's tough because it ran down so much at open. I see why the SM Bot's calling it out, because it had a ton of volatility down. And it was catching that at first, but it is starting to... Yeah, it actually just took it off on the last reading. It just did at 8:41 or 9:41. Aaron said, I got a good feeling Intel earnings will be good with the really low bar that they got. Do they have a really low bar at Intel? I'm not sure that they really have a low bar. Maybe. I'm curious now. There's a Yahoo Finance article. Should you buy Intel stock before earnings? Thanks Yahoo Finance. Thanks for that. Intel's guidance calls for revenue of 12.2 billion to 13.2 billion. Street consensus estimates tracked by FactSet call for sales of 12.8 billion, up 10% from a year ago. Citi analyst Christopher Danley maintained a neutral rating on Intel shares and recently launched an upside catalyst watch on the stock. Interesting. Apparently, consensus estimates are actually higher right now because notebook sales were higher. Just more people were buying computers, it looks like, over the past quarter or so. It actually looks like that guy said that the consensus was higher, so. Palmer said 10% sounds good to me. 10% year over year, I mean, it's okay. It's okay, it's not great. Nvidia testing 805. Aaron said compared to Tesla, I think the bar is lower. You think it's lower than Tesla's bar? Ooh. Yeah, Aaron, yeah, Intel's actually a fairly decent company when you look at the fundamentals on them. Nvidia is really popping back today. Wow, really breaking through that resistance. It's now in the green, 1.35%. Damn. Man, Tesla and Nvidia are really killing it. It's really these bigger stocks like Apple and etc. Are we expecting another rebound this morning, Tom? I was personally not expecting a huge rebound. Of course, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I know a lot of you guys are just now joining up. Be careful of a move up because there were such huge moves down in pre-market that we might see like little bounces up off support. of course, if the lows start breaking and, you know, you see a good breakdown, you know, of course, follow the momentum. But just be a little wary today of those slight pops back up. I was not expecting Nvidia to do this, though. I'll say that. I'm more looking at down today than I am up, but it's just, I think this early morning move could be up. And then, like, for example, we see more selling start to creep in as the day progresses. That's kind of what I'm looking at here this morning. MRK. Hey, Merc with the good earnings. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Look at the daily getting up into resistance. That could be a nice move today if this has a good continuation. How are the other healthcare stocks? Even UNH is up a little bit. Let's see, J&J. Ooh, not good on their front. Pfizer maybe, Moderna. It just depends. Tom's the new Kramer. Hey, hey now. Hey, I wasn't saying to buy Tesla at the top. Now, come on. How do I get the volume to appear on Thinkorswim? I see net change, bid, and ask, but not volume. Volume on Thinkorswim. That should be... Oh, it is a little weird on that. I think you go to application settings. No, it's chart settings. Go to chart settings. Let me see if I can pull it up here on my 4-chart setup for you. Yeah, here we go, here we go. Go to the settings, and it's somewhere right here, layout. Overlap volume or not. You'll have to make sure that's clicked. Equities, you'll need to have volume and say show volume subgraph. On equities. Let me go to style settings. I think that'll get it for you. It is kind of weird on here, though, I'll say that. If somebody else remembers the exact way, let us know. Tommy Tenders, I made it. Nice, you made it just in time to ruin my voice. Man, Hunter, I gotta... Demure just did me dirty. Said I'm the new Kramer, man. Oh, no. You still believe it's going to 110? Oh, you're talking about Tesla? Yeah, I definitely look at the throat killer. Oh, man. You got me thinking of some good stuff there. Man, I could really see 110, honestly. I'm looking at it to get a lot lower. You know, I could see it getting down there quite a bit. It's Tesla, you know, it's a growing company. You know, they're opening up a lot of things. They're getting into a lot of, for example, just high costs on a lot of the things that they're starting to do. And I think that that's definitely hurting them short term. The only thing good about those earnings were the margins last on that earnings report. So I'm still watching the overall trend on it. There could be a short-term pop back, but I'm still looking for like 110 to 100. I don't think that's very unrealistic, really. Especially when you zoom out on their chart. Even just from a charting standpoint, it's pretty realistic. Let alone valuation. I know Hunter knows that. Didn't grow last quarter. Yeah, it's been terrible for him lately. It is a good move up, though, so far with those earnings, but... shorts could be covering down here, too. Keep that in mind. Yeah, 5% operating margins. Oh, I see. I remember those automotive margins. What were they? They were like 17%, and I think they were expecting like 16%. A lot of numbers the past few days with all these earnings going on. Hard to remember all of them. People keep believing Elon's smoke and mirror nonsense talks. Fred. I do think that there's a point in history or in the future where Tesla will start to go up more again. In another, like, good way. Crazy way, maybe. But I do think it might take a little while. Ooh, Aaron hopes they get to his price target of 85. Whoa. Let's do a poll on Tesla. Ah, I see, Hunter. Hunter said they don't put R&D in their gross margins like every other car company. So comparing their gross margins is less important than their operating margins, in his opinion. And hey, I'll take your opinion on that, Hunter. You know, you're the fundamental king out here. So I'm definitely with you on that. All right, the poll is going to be, where will Tesla's stock be in 1 year? Let's see. That's going to be the poll. Ooh, free Surge Bot play. Nice, Mason. Got some SPY coming out here. Ooh, SPY broke the low of day. Turned back over pretty hard here. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. For all the scalpers out there, you could maybe put a stop around like 498.70. Maybe a little bit higher, 499. If you're trying to scalp it. What happens if we win, Tom? What do we get? If you win, you get a free subscription to Kramer's service. and Hunter, you get a front row seat to the next time Kathy Woods talks. It sounds like a punishment. It is. All right, let's see here. The problem is YouTube only lets me put 4 answers out here, so it's a little hard to do. Hunter would rather go to a WNBA game. I think everybody would rather do that, Mason. I want to go see Caitlin Clark, bro. All right, so Tesla stock. Let's go to the daily chart really fast. Throw it on there because I just want to have it up while I type these answers out on the poll. Where will Tesla stock be in 1 year? Okay. All right, I can only do 4 answers, so don't get mad at me on the answers here. We'll say the first answer will be something higher. Manny says up. All right, let's see. All right, and I'm not going to put an answer on here where Tesla is just sitting like right around the same mark. For example, like give or take $20 here, and just if it stays the same, it just stays the same, okay? Just vote for like 120 to 150 if that's the case. This is hard to do. I'll be real with you guys. There's not enough answers. If your answer's not on the poll, just put it in the chat. Because I think it could even be less, but I can't put enough enough answers on there. Vote it up. A $28 million deal with Nike is crazy. You know, Mason, when I saw that, I initially thought, I was like, wow, that's a really good deal for her. And then I saw that the deal is an 8-year, $28 million deal. And then I was like, what? That sounds low. Mason says $50. That would be a pretty insane one. Yeah, I feel that. This move down on SPY has still been pretty good. Good break under support so far. Good movement down. Right around 498. I like how 498.40, 498.50, that support started giving out. We are seeing some pretty insane price action, though, this far. Your $50 comment was just reported. Oh, no. Yeah, she's definitely killing it. It just seemed like I felt like she should have got more, but I guess it is what it is. Like you guys said, they make pretty bad money. It's weird how nowadays the college players make more money than like the pro players do. QQQ starting to stabilize a little bit this morning. Starting to chop around this bottom area slightly. The SPY's kind of selling off more, which I'm kind of surprised of. But QQQ's down more overall, so. Let's go to Citigroup today. See the banks real quick. Falling off a little bit. JP Morgan. Coming back. Let's look at the watch list. See what opportunities we have here. Mainly down, it looks like. Oof. A lot of these smaller stocks took big hits today. Square's down 3.4%. Affirm is down 4.5%. Man. Not looking good for these more growth-related companies. Southwest Airlines down quite a bit with earnings. Let's go look at Love on the daily. I'm glad I sold my Love when I did. That was like one of the more perfect support buys out there. Not as perfect as Hunter's Meta one, but pretty good. Considering what she makes at WNBA, the Nike deal's the best. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I couldn't believe it. She only, like a rookie, they only make like $200,000 a year or something. It's kind of nuts. The Kramer crying on TV indicator. Yeah, that's a funny one. I was wrong with Meta. I'm sorry. Literally the day he did that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish that Meta or Facebook would just kind of disappear, but we all know that's not gonna happen. I get sick of the Facebook sometimes. Sure, we'll get you a SPY book map. Let's see it. Here's what we're looking at on SPY on the book map today. 498.80 overhead has a pretty big stack compared to the others, but I'm gonna zoom in case you want to see it more zoomed in for the quick moves here. It's pretty choppy now. Seen a few things come in here overhead. Yeah, SPY's still falling off. Loving that move. Loving that move. That support breaking is pretty good to see. Yeah, 497.60. Let's see the next major area of support coming up here on the SPY that I'm watching for. I had one at 497. It's not like the most major level on my chart, but I did have one there. I took it off because we have too many lines on the chart, but I did remove it. There's another one that's pretty huge down around 495.50, 495, 496, right in that range. A lot of bounces there. On SPY, I really like to call them more like support ranges because you see like, give or take like 20 to 50 cents. You'll see a lot of wicks extend through a lot, but you can still identify those supports. Whoa, 76K the first year? Wow. That's insane. What? Man, Mason, that's pretty insane. I can't believe that. Yeah, the NIL, I just would stay in college as long as I could. How about that Olivia Dunn with college, man? She's insane. Looking at the SPY still. Switch over to Meta again. Okay, still stabilizing this morning, which makes sense. A lot of times after these big drops like this, these stocks will start to kind of stabilize the next day a little bit, so probably not a ton of opportunity on Meta at the moment. Maybe we'll see some better price action later in the day. We'll see some sellers start to come in and force this down, but for now, just moving nice and slow. Switch over to AMD. We haven't checked on them today, I don't think. Decent recovery so far, but starting to dip back a little bit. Not my favorite setup out there, that's for sure. Man, good thing the SPY is moving, because let's look at the heat map. This heat map is delayed a little bit, but damn. a sea of red, as expected, but still, it's pretty damn red. Can't wait to see what the closing number is tonight, like the percentage on the overall stocks in the red. We'll have it on tonight's video, of course. Hunter goes, yeah, how about her? Paul Skeens is a lucky man, yeah. I have Paul Skeens in all 3 of my fantasy leagues. He better get called up. 2 of them are dynasty leagues, so I get to keep the players. So in those ones, it's fine, but the one that's not a dynasty league, they need to call him up quick. Ooh. He actually pitched last night and allowed a run. He allowed 1 run on 5 hits and 1 walk while striking out 7 across 4.1 innings. Damn. That's his first run of the year. I was hoping he'd go runless so they'd have to call him up. Hell yeah, Hunter. There's baseball fantasy. It's a pretty popular fantasy, too. Obviously not like football, but it's, I'd say the second most popular. There's actually fantasies for hockey and women's basketball and all types of stuff. It's pretty crazy. A dynasty league is where you keep your players for the next year, Mason. And then you're constantly having to try to find like the good rookies and all that stuff. Each year there's like a draft. So you're like drafting for rookies rather than drafting for like position players, you know? Hey, Demir likes baseball. I like it. Man, that's a big resistance here at 420 on the QQQ. Pretty major this morning. 420. Who would have thought? It's Elon's favorite number. Definitely watching that as resistance. It'd be pretty nice to see a good rejection off of there. See QQQ start to fall lower and eventually start to break its low of day as well. I think being patient and waiting for that is probably the best way to go today. I don't really like trying to play the recoveries because there's far and few between, and a lot of them are starting to slow up quite a bit. Yeah, I don't like the recoveries here too much. Whoa. Is my connection all good? Are we all good? My, whole internet, I don't know, my Discord's not working. Hot take, Oscar said, fantasy baseball is more fun than fantasy football. It definitely is if you're more into it. Nice, Manny said we're good. Thank you, Manny, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. My Discord right now is just loading. How's your guys' Discord? Is your Discord working too? On the PC? It's working on my phone just fine, so that's weird. China. Yeah. China's been getting us all lately. Jason's internet this morning. Mine. Mike's last night even. What's going on? Nice. Your guys is good? Okay. I gotta figure that out. I don't know what's going on there. Happens though. Damn technology. Can't we go back to the days of writing on paper? No, I'm just kidding. All right, check on Palantir for sure. I was on them earlier. They are recovering up pretty good for them. They're still in the red. I'd say they're pretty close to resistance though, overall. Definitely not my favorite setup that I just eye up initially. See the 4 chart setup today. Hey, nice. It came back. There we go. SurgeBot plays would come 15 days late with paper. Yeah, there might be an update. I did it last night. I'll check again. I always update it now before the live Q&As because that one time it wasn't updated. My Q&A wouldn't work. Yeah. My grandpa used to read the Wall Street Journal all the time, and you know how they're like a day late. He would be calling me, and he'd be like, "Whoa, Tom, look what Tesla did," or something, or like, "Look what CGC did." And I was like, "Yeah, Grandpa, the stock already moved like 15% off that now." And he's like, "Oh, damn, I wanted to buy it." And I was like, "Yeah, we're like way late now, unfortunately." But yeah, but hey, that's how it is. They cut off the music. Yeah, they did. Why'd they do that? YouTube did that to me on purpose. They said, "Are you paused? Would you like to continue?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do this every day. What do you mean?" Hey, QQQ though broke through resistance. There we go. Resistance broke. It is recovering up pretty good now. Let's go to those individual stocks that were going green. Tesla trying to get back. How's Nvidia? All right, hey, Nvidia's breaking out. Pretty insane on these recoveries now. Wasn't expecting that right away with Nvidia. Let's look at the trend here. Nvidia has a really good trend going on. It's very consistent. This trend that it's been hitting off of lately has been pretty dang big. There's been a lot of perfect touches on this lately. Some of the touches weren't perfect, and I don't even count those, but there's been a ton of perfect ones too. Even yesterday, the main sell-off came right off of that. Not that that caused the sell-off, but it was definitely a good indicator there intraday. I'm looking at the trend line overhead here today again. If it can even get back there, there's a lot of resistance to contend with. Around like 820, 822. But if it does end up retesting like 825, it could end up hitting that trend again. That'll be a good spot to watch later on today. Keep that on the radar. If it ends up hitting there, it could be a good spot to maybe look for reversal. I wanted to try and try the straddle strat, but so far I've been doing pretty bad on it. Yeah, Demir, well, maybe it's not just me, but I know a lot of people in Discord are always asking about the straddle plays on earnings and stuff. It's really not the best way to go. It's really not. It's, you can have good moves with it, but over the long term, it's a losing game. It would work great if there was no such thing as like implied volatility. You know, if there was no such thing as that, it would be a lot better. Yeah, good thing you're paper trading it. You were paused. What does that even mean? They got the click remote from the Adam Sandler movie. That's a good movie, man. I haven't seen that in a long time. That's a good one. Good job, Nvidia, though. Really continuing here. Great breakout. SPY's getting back up into the chop zone of the day. Yeah, these recoveries are starting to look a little bit better now. I'm still not a big fan. Like, if you guys are seeing some good upside momentum and you want to try to catch the recoveries, you know, by all means, if you have a good plan and a good strategy in place for it, by all means, feel free. But I'm just going to sit on the sidelines and wait for more selling, personally. That's what I'm doing. Or theta, yeah, or theta. Although even with theta, I wouldn't be as upset. But man, with the earnings and that volatility, sheesh. Jason likes this song. I don't even know it, but sounds cool. I'll be real with you guys. It's hard for me to understand what they're saying in these songs. Because on my headset, it's a lot lower than like what you guys hear. It's weird how it works out that way. SPY shot back up almost. Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. Back to resistance now. It would have been nice to see that resistance hold. It tried to. You can see it actually tried to right here in the circle. It tried to hold that resistance, but the buyers ended up bringing it right back through. Grim says, I can't understand a single word. Yeah, the reason why it's like that, guys, is because if you could hear the words good, YouTube would, like, whack me right away. I'd be hit with a strike or something quick. Calling in Railgun, Demure. Palantir going crazy. 44 votes in the poll, and I'll say this. This is actually one of the most diverse polls, or like closest polls, whatever you want to call it, that we've had yet. The percentages are all really close. There's 112 viewers out there right now. If you're looking at the stream, we're looking at Tesla long term. Where do you think it's going to go in the next year? Where do you think it's going to be in 1 year? Vote it up. Vote it up. I'm curious. With how negative everything's been, it's only 1 year. Keep in mind, 1 year is not a super long time in the world of stocks, but not bad. Zom took a dive. Xbox said 200 to 300. Yeah, and if you guys want, go ahead and throw out some, what happened to the music again? Okay. It's just slow. I was like, what happened here? If you guys want to, throw out some exact prices that you might be looking for, too. I know that a lot of it's just a total guess. Besides Hunters, who's going to go, make a really good guess on valuation. But, I know most of, you know, for the most part, it's just a guess. Don't feel bad about being wrong or anything, you know. We're just having fun. It's not like it has to be super serious or anything. Now I see why you reported me. Yeah, Zom did take a dive today, didn't it? It's not looking too good on the daily. I don't like that. It ran up into resistance. It looks like higher or lower highs are actually coming into play. Turning back over. I like the resistance here. Pretty strong resistance. I would have loved for Zom to go up more, but still could. It just, today's price action looks pretty rough right now. I can see it probably turning over a little bit more on the daily. Down to like maybe 118.50, something like that. Katrev says 20 or 230 by August. Whoa. By August of this year? 230. Oh, that would be right around the trend line there. I wouldn't be too surprised if it did that. There's been good moves up on the way down that could easily get us to 230. Interesting one. Xbox has 270s for a high of for a high 250s for a conservative 230s for a low. Yay, up 2.6% this week. Might actually be profitable. Hey, beautiful, Grim. Yeah, just keep it nice and safe. Keep that wrist tight the next couple days, and you'll probably get it. Just keep that wrist tight. $52 votes. Still really, really close in the poll. Really close. Way closer than I thought it was going to be. We'll say that. Palantir still powering higher today. Breaking out above the pre-market highs. I talked about that resistance coming up, and it is just blasting through. As of now. Yeah, definitely not my favorite day as far as price action is concerned. Just because it hits what I say before a year doesn't mean it will remain there. Yeah, definitely Xbox. Oh yeah. Nvidia on the daily looking kind of wild here. Very choppy. Pretty volatile candles overall too. Tom, can we see the economic calendar? For sure, Demure. Corner said MRVL, Marvel. Moving up towards 67.50. Here's the economic calendar. Tomorrow, we have the PCE price index, personal income and personal spending data as well. The GDP data from this morning really sent the markets down even more in pre-market, dropping everything quite a bit. The actual came in at 1.6% versus a consensus and forecast of 2.5 and 2.3%. Pretty bad to see the economy do that. Although that's actually a good thing if you're looking for rate cuts. But that's not like, it's not like that's going to force the cuts right away, you know. But it is slightly good if you're looking for that. Going out to the FedWatch tool. If Hunter, if you're still in here, I could have sworn that this is what you were talking about this morning. I was like, what? I was like, is that analyst data? Like, I was like, no way. Like, I did not remember that being like that. I was like, no way. And then I was like, okay. Hey, why'd they take this away? What the hell? Yeah, why'd they do this? On the probabilities, they took away the lower chart. They changed this. They used to have this say, you know, probability of ease or hike. They would like literally say it on here. Now they took it away and they put this here. Interesting. Yeah, I remember talking about that a while ago sometime, Hunter. ZQ. 30-day Fed Funds Futures. What a good chart. No, I'm just kidding. You gotta zoom out on these ones. ZQ. Maybe please have the website for the economic calendar. For sure, Outlaw. I'll post it down here. I use Trading Economics Calendar. It's pretty good. The one thing I'll say about Trading Economics Calendar is it's awesome for just about everything. Sometimes there might not be a Federal Reserve event on there. So always make sure that you just check the Federal Reserve calendar. And they'll usually add it on, but they might not have it on there like right away, for example. Next Wednesday, though, we're going to be having the FOMC interest rate decision. Wednesday, May 1st. Be ready for that. I know that's going to be on a lot of people's radar. The FOMC interest rate decision. And we know it's probably going to be a pause, so... I need a hero, Sean said. Oh no. Hunter's in here today. Hero Stinky Mouth. Oh, that ongoing joke is getting pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it was very funny at first, but now that it's been ongoing, it's becoming more funny to me. It's getting better and better. Dude's mouth reeks. Yeah, he definitely... Big manipulators out there, right? I can't believe that a lot of people take what he says for face value and they don't try to look deeper into it. Kind of blows me away. Then I saw it with my own eyes. That's funny. We've seen it with our own eyes for years, with transitory and all that shit. I still like Papa Powell, though, at the end of the day. I'm glad he's doing it and not somebody else. If it was somebody else, I'd hate him even more. Somebody had to do it. Get that meme from Trump. SPY almost back to 500. Yeah, I know. It's been quite the chop back up, hasn't it? That support gave out for a little bit. I mean, it provided a very small scalping opportunity there. But came right back. That's sometimes the problem with those big pre-market moves like that. Whenever it becomes that exponential in pre-market and after hours, this type of movement becomes, I don't know, kind of not expected. You know, I don't want to say that this is expected every time, because that's not true. But it becomes more likely, in my opinion. You know, I've seen a lot of days where market will be down this much, and what happens, it ends up somehow coming back a little bit, just chopping around. A guy like me would simply get the tasks done. Yeah, that's true. I wonder how much shit goes on in the back rooms, though, you know? It's hard to say. One stink point gets removed. I see. Yeah. It's hard to say. Like, I know that those guys aren't supposed to, like, you know, be manipulated by political things and backroom deals and stuff, but you know that they talk on the phone and stuff, and it's like, oh man. It's interesting to think about. I wonder what Powell had to say or do to get put in instead of Brannard this time. GDX is exploding, Dax said. The gold stocks. GDX 3365. That's why his mouth is stinky. That's true. I feel that. Yeah, we need some better people in there. I wish the damn Fed governors would step up too, you know, like, it'd be kind of cool if there were like a couple governors that would step up and be like, yeah, what they're doing isn't right, you know, or something, or that'd be kind of nice for once, you know, but they always stand in such solidarity at the end of the day. It'd be kind of funny if they, if a couple started to mutiny a little bit. That'd be kind of cool. Create some drama in the House of Cards out there. You know, I didn't even look at that, Hunter. How do you become a Fed governor? I have not looked into that. I wonder. Let's see. How do you become a Fed governor? Let's see. 7 governors of the Federal Reserve System are nominated by the president and confirmed by the Senate. A full term is 14 years. One term begins every 2 years on February 1st of even-numbered years. Wow, okay. So they're nominated by the president, and the term is 14 years? So it's like a fucking Supreme Court role. What the hell? Not really, but you know what I mean. It's like one of the longest terms out there. I get it that they need time to realize some of the stuff that goes on, but man, I mean, that seems like quite a while. Can they get booted or something? Like, yeah, that is kind of crazy. That's a long time. Wow.
Where there is smoke, there is fire.
SPY, I think, is a bull trap, OG said. Yeah, it could be. I'm not playing anything up today. I hate to say it, but if it comes to that, I'm just going to sit on the sidelines. If they keep going up, I'll just look for more opportunities down. Kevin says I need to get into politics so I can get paid for doing nothing. I'll vote for you, Kevin. Let me know Did Brandon Herrera ever win his primary thing? The AK guy? Did he win? That'd be kind of cool. Oh. So there's a runoff election going on May 28th that'll decide that with Brandon Herrera in Texas. Hunter met him in Florida? No way. That's pretty cool. Powell ticks. Maybe I should start calling him that. That's really cool, Hunter. You met him in Florida? That is really badass. That guy's pretty cool. Yeah, he's running for a congressional district because the Republican that's running there is apparently voting against gun rights. So Brandon Herrera is trying to run against him and win. I'm kind of hoping Brandon Herrera wins, honestly. It'd be kind of cool, but better than Meet Kevin running in California. Holy shit. Do you guys remember whenever Meet Kevin ran for, like, what was it, governor of California, or was it congressional district or Senate? I can't remember, but whatever it was, I remember that he turned his hair a color. He turned his hair a certain color, and it really bothered me. I was like, are you kidding me? Why? Who runs for office and then colors their hair like flames or something? Like, what? Such a fraud scammer. Yeah, I haven't looked into him much, but I've seen a lot of hate with him lately. Probably gets zero sleep at night with all that debt. Is the debt from trading, or is it from all of, like, the real estate stuff? I'm curious. Let me know if you guys, what you think on that. I was talking to one of my buddies the other day, and I don't want to name him, just in case he's watching. But, yeah, I know he's not watching. Trust me, he's not that type of guy. But, he works at a restaurant, and he's going to college and all this stuff. And he told me the other day, you know, it was pretty insane. You know, people always talk about credit card debt and all that stuff. He was talking to me, and he goes, yeah, I have like 5 max credit cards. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, well, how much debt do you have? I'm like, what are they? You know, max with like 3 grand or something, you know, maybe not too much. And he goes, no, I got about like 30, 35 grand on these credit cards or something, and they're all max. And I was like, are you kidding me? And they're all max? And I was like, oh man, dude. I was like, what? How do you even do that? Like, I'm like, man, all those vacations and shit you've done, you shouldn't have been doing those. I was like, oh no. Yeah, I don't know, man. Bunch of like vacations and stuff. I don't know what else, but it's the real estate. Fast forward 5 months, he's charging 2 grand as some sort of investment guru. Almost all of his stocks dropped 80%. Oh shit. Hunter says, I have student loans and like a year left on my car. That's it. Yeah. My car doesn't look too hot on the debt side of things, but it's not the worst. That's like all I got, really. Just the car. Look up his ETF PP. Is it called like SPP? LPP or something? That'd be kind of funny. Trust me, I couldn't say what I wanted to say, guys. Trust me. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've looked at this before, but haven't looked at it in a long time. Pricing power ETF. It's been decent, but it came on the market like at the best possible time, so I can't say it's that good. I wish that this showed like the previous, you know, his positions, or I don't even know what this really shows at the end of the day, but I'm assuming something along those lines. I could assume, let's see. I don't know the holdings. Let's see. Meet Kevin. PP Holdings. I better be careful searching up PP Holdings. That's, I'm gonna, YouTube is, or not YouTube, Google is gonna start showing me some weird shit later. Alright, let's see what's in here. $33% is in First American Funds, Government Obligations Funds, FGXXX. Not 100% sure what that is. Kind of sounds something like SGOV or something. Nvidia, 11% of the port. Ooh. ASML, 6%. Intel, 5.7. I like the Intel one there, depending on where you bought. AMD, 5.7%. TSM, 5. Amazon, Trade Desk, RH, Apple. Yeah, I mean, seems like a lot of overpriced stocks at the moment, unfortunately. Walter. Yeah, your PPK. Walter. Oh no. Jason, come on. Hunter goes, yeah, but your car goes vroom vroom and mine goes blap blap. Honestly, the blap blap sounds cool. Yeah. That's my one big thing. I always think about the cars and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna look back in like 50 years and be like, if only I didn't buy the car. But then again, I think I'll be all right. You know, it's not a super groundbreaker. I do have a pretty big, I don't know what it is. Me and cars, it's something weird. What is that? It's my one, like, vice, I guess you could say. Yeah, like Mason says, you got a life somehow, yeah. I don't eat a lot of food, so I take my food money and put it towards the car. No, you're not. Have you seen GTA? No, you're not, Hunter. I've seen GTA 5 video. Guy driving his grand piano, making gun noises. I think I've seen that too. Nolan said mod the vet. Ooh. But then my warranty goes out the window. The thing that really sucks about the Corvettes is they have very finicky transmissions because they decided to make a new DCT transmission for it. It's a Tremec transmission, which is usually pretty good, but there's so many issues with them. And I've seen so many people have to get them replaced. It's insane, actually, how bad it is. But, yeah, I can't mod it too much. Maybe get a little exhaust or something, but they say even that voids the warranty, but I don't know. Apparently there's something called like the Magnuson Act or something that says exhaust can't do that, but I don't know. I want the green and gold Daytona. Oh, the watch, yeah. I like watches a lot too. Those are pretty nice. I know Hunter has a tag, I think. Or a Breitling or something. I know he has a tag. You might have a Breitling too. Wow, man. The green and gold Daytona. Those are nice looking, man. Wow. Yeah, those look beautiful. Damn, damn, damn. And it might go up in price. Who knows? I don't know what it is with watches, but I don't know why. It's like I like them, but I can't stand wearing them on my wrist. It just bothers me for some reason. Maybe I'm just not used to it, but I don't know. I don't know why. It's just not my big thing, but everybody has different strokes for different folks, as they say, right? Yeah, he has a tag. I remember you saying that, Hunter. Wasn't that like a graduation thing, or? No one said throw a 6-speed in it. No. All right, SPY starting to test that support again here. 498.50. Retesting now. Low key, I wouldn't be surprised if it just kept chopping in the chop zone today. We had a day like this a couple weeks ago. Let me go back to this. And I'm not saying that today is going to be like that, because don't think that has to happen. But, you know, uh-oh. I went too far back. Like, look at this day following the big red day on SPY a couple weeks ago. You know, the SPY ended up just chopping around down there for a whole day or 2 days before going lower. I feel like today we're in this type of price action. Even this day, now all days are different, but even on this day, it actually kind of faked out below support before coming back. And a lot of that's just because, you know, there's a lot of confliction with the buyers and sellers considering how much it's already down. But just don't be surprised to see the chop. Undergrad gift. Ah, nice. Yeah, it was a beautiful one, I remember. Grim says, read my tongue twister. I must have missed that one. Where is it? It says message retracted. Grim said, at least it's not a Prius. Oh, man. Grim. I haven't bought any after that. I work with someone who's friends with a Rolex executive. Hey, now that's the way to go, man. That's the way. I've got a friend that, one of my really good friends that I play golf with, like, every weekend. He travels the country literally just buying Rolexes and gold necklaces and shit and reselling them. Or melting it down and stuff, you know, whatever there is. It's pretty sick. If you ever want me to ask him to look out for some deals or something, let me know. Although, I'll be real with you. If you ask me, I'd probably come back and tell you, be like, hey, he's trying to make a lot of money. Don't do that. Or something. How many stocks would StockedUp stock if StockedUp could stock stocks? You know what, Grim? That's actually pretty good. I like it too. How many stocks would StockedUp stock if StockedUp could stock stocks? It's not bad. Low key. Good thing it's the morning. If this was like late at night, I wouldn't be able to say it, I don't think. Oh, someone posted, yeah, GDX was doing good. Let's see how much gold is coming back today. Curious. I wish that you could buy gold necklaces that would be rare, kind of like how Rolexes are rare. I do own one semi-expensive watch. It was only a few grand, though, but I'll show you guys what it is. It's a Meistersinger Pangea Day Date. Oh no, it was actually only like 2,600, but here it is. This is the one I own. I like it. It's pretty good. It looks cool. I get a lot of compliments on it, that's for sure. Although people don't even know the brand, but they just think it looks good. Looking back on it, I wish I just would have bought a Rolex, you know. Just saved the money and bought a Rolex, honestly. But it is what it is. Or a tag or anything else, you know. Watch, Demir said the watch looks eh. Hey, I mean, I don't mind you saying that. Everyone's got their opinion on it. Let me pull it up again. Yeah, so it has the day, the date. It's an automatic, at least, or no, it's a, what do they call it? Manual or whatever? Man, it's been too long since I've researched these watches. You gotta, like, wind it up, whatever they call that. Mechanical. Got it. I like the face. I don't like those bands, but different strokes for different folks. Yeah, Mason, it's not like a, I prefer the metally bands too. But it's actually an alligator skin band, which is kind of cool. The Crocodile Hunter brought me this band. All right, we're ending today's poll with 71 votes. Gold's coming back, but it's really not up that much when you look at it. Uh, 71 votes. The winner is 120 to 200. So, I mean, I wish I could have put more options on there. But, yeah, 120 to 200, that's like right around the current price, I'd say. 120 is kind of like the lower end of that. But yeah, I do like I do think that that's probably a pretty good vote. You know, it's the safe vote, right? 120 to 200. It's the safe one. Well, I think that the people who voted for the 18% might be the 120 to 100 might be a little better. The alligator changes my mind a little. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's a little cooler, right? A little cooler. But I could see people not liking those bands too much. I will say this, that watch would be weird if it was different bands. Cause it's just a different design on the watch. You know, it's not a usual watch design. It's a little bit more obscure than like your usual types of watches. So that's why it has that band. Because trust me, if it could have came with the metal one, I probably would have picked it up. I was looking at this golf watch by Tag Heuer. I'm probably saying that wrong. I really like this thing, Mason. I've always wanted this. They make these like golf watches from Tag that are pretty sick. The problem is that when I golf, see, that's when I hate the watch on my wrist the most, is when I golf. I hate it. But I do like that Tag. Like, if I could go back in time, I would just buy that instead. Hey, Hunter sent me a pic of his. Ooh. What the hell is that? Hunter, is that a real lizard on your wrist? Ooh. Yeah, Hunter's looks beautiful, guys. Look at this. Man, hard to see when it's zoomed in, but I love that blue. Man, that's nice. Hey, it even has like the other function on it too, with the day or the date. Or what is that? Is that seconds or is that day and date? What is that? Either way, I like it. The classic silver and blue. Tag went from body spray to watches. I named him Tobias. No way, that's funny. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot to show that. My bad. Here we go. Here you go, guys. Oh shit, Tobias. Look at Tobias. Excuse me, guys. Need a drink. Ooh, Hunter. I actually see now you have the Formula 1 edition. That must be why it has the seconds on there. Oh, that's sick. That's cool. That was real? That thing almost looks fake here. That's funny. Oh, that's actually a lot better of a resolution picture. Nice. Tobias nearly killed Tom. I know, right? Man, it's brutal. Give me a sec. I need another drink. Wow, the second to last one in the warehouse, too. Queb selling back into the middle of the range today. Not too good, not too bad. Probably looks like a no play for me on the Queb today. Unless we see some good movement and good price action come in, but for now it's looks like a no-go, honestly. Not my absolute favorite. It's fake. That'd be funny. Go back to the SPY. Let's check back in on these bigger stocks out here. Hey, SPY. Started dipping under support momentarily again. There we go. Are we going to start to see a true sell-off come in? That'd be pretty beautiful if we did. Come on, sell-off. Demir said, hey, Tom, do you know I own a pet too? Is KTOS still in? Yeah, let me check. KTOS, go to the May expiration. 20 strike calls. Oh, wait, hang on. Hold up. I think it's July, actually. I gotta go check on Discord again. Hang on. I've looked at it so much. I should have it memorized by now, but hang on. Scrolling back. I'm just gonna go to the KTOS daily because I have it right there. Yep, it was. I knew it was. I over-scrolled in the chat, I think. Yeah, they're still in, Manny. Still all good. I did notice that the open interest dropped a little bit, but it's not too bad. It was just very minimal. The one thing with KTOS that I saw is like the first initial play was actually pretty small, but like with all the stuff that kept coming in afterwards, it was like, wow, like somebody's definitely starting to come into this one pretty good. I'm wondering if like there were, you know, it might not have been the same trader doing that both times. OG said, how does the SPY book map look? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, anywhere up into like the 500 range looks pretty solid up there, but this is what it's looking like now. SPY is all over the place, of course. There's just too much volume on it. It's like there's a little bit of buyers coming in down here, but I don't really like looking at SPY on the book map too much. You don't get too many indications usually. You can, of course, you know, as time goes, but Jaeger bombs, Mason said. Oh. Ooh, don't put those in my head, Mason, please. Catrev said, Tom, do you have a lifetime book map version? Since we're partnered with Bookmap, we actually get Bookmap for free, so I guess it is a lifetime Bookmap version, but it's hard to say. Hunter said they died. No, the two pet squirrels. I remember that. I remember those back in the day. Rocky. It's a turtle, Demir. Is that what it is? Is it a turtle? He's a tank and likes to walk around. You should call him Panzer if he's a tank. Or Tiger. Going to get a haircut in a couple hours. Can't wait to have my Jaeger bomb there. They have Jaeger bombs at your haircut place, Aaron? What? I need to come to your barber. Imagine the nightly video that day. Mike be like, so Tom, how's the market looking today? And I'd be like, the SPY looks really good. It's running up to 500. Yeah. After that. How's Nvidia looking in Bookmap USA? Explorer said, this is Tom USA, but it's okay. Everybody gets that confused on here. Nice resistance around 825, 830 on Nvidia. Realistically, though, it's pretty weird. I mean, it's pretty stacked on both sides, but this 825 to 840 area is pretty big. Let's zoom out, see if there's anything bigger as we zoom out. 750 is pretty huge underneath as support. But here's what it looks like if you want to see it. 825 in the short term, definitely pretty big. Switch over to NVDA. Yeah, literally right on resistance here. It's not right on the trend yet, but it is on resistance. I'd probably look for one more secondary little pop and then more reversal coming back down. Mason says, my barbershop has a fridge with beers, but shots. Now we're talking. Man, I just go to the great clips. I don't know what you guys do. It's all right, though. I'm wearing a hat like 99% of the time. If you see me without a hat on, it's a special day. Great clips, yeah. There's nothing close to my house, like. There's like nothing. I live in like the middle of Boonville. Ooh. There's this one place called Cut Loose Salon. That sounds like it would have some shots. Let's cut loose. Hello, Tom. I have a video of him walking on the pier. I'll send it to you. Nice. What kind of animal are you even talking about, Demir? I don't think you've ever said it yet. What kind? Let's go back to Meta and check on Microsoft. Someone said it was going down. Let's check Microsoft. Ooh, brutal turnover. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Yeah, Jason, I live about 40 minutes south of the Arch of St. Louis. Well, I live about 40 minutes south of there. Maybe 30 minutes south. If you follow the Mississippi down. Demir posted it. Oh, let's go see. I know why there's no animals now. I figured it out, guy. Let's look at this. Let's look at his pet. It's literally a fucking Panzer tank or something. Are you kidding me? Dude, I think that's literally a Tiger tank, isn't it? It even has the Wehrmacht symbol on the side. Dude, I would laugh my ass off if it drove into the water. Dude, I would have laughed my ass off if it would have went over the ledge. Demir built it? Oh, wow. That's kind of cool. Shoots pellets. Ominous clouds. You ever go inside it? Yeah, I've been inside the Arch, Jason, a couple times. It's like a pretty long ride up, and then, yeah, you get there, and it is what it is. I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I'm not a big fan of heights. Especially not in that type of thing. It like sways when you're in it too. You can tell it's swaying. It's pretty freaky. You can feel it. He can hold his own. It's pre-built. Nice. That's kind of cool. He does blitzkrieg on the birds. I see. QQQ getting wild here. Gonna be watching that 418 support. Still just chopping around. I mean, no real good momentum here. I'm gonna bring up the SM bot. Come on, body. What you got for us? Apple puts on the bot. Ooh. not bad. Goldman Sachs, that one might be pretty good too. Ticker symbol GS. I know today's stream got a little off topic, but you know, the price action's been mainly choppy today, so try to have a little bit of fun on the stream while everything's chopping. Good support though on the SPY. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna be sitting on the sidelines today. Oof. Jason said nobody discussed food. I made a mental note not to, Jason. Don't worry. I'm going to be having my Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich here soon. I'm starving. No, Demure. Don't do it. He goes, here we go. YouTube still thinks I'm paused again. What the hell, YouTube? Keep playing the music. Come on now. He just goes omelet. That's all he says. How's Wendy's stock? Bacon? Oh, Demure, stop it. You better stop that. I actually have some bacon I need to go fry up. I better go do it. No! Oh, Mason. It's over now. Now I have to leave the stream. You assholes, stop it. You're gonna make Hunter even hungry with this. How are the MJ stocks? I know they haven't really been doing much again. Come on, we need some better news. Let's see Ford. Damn, I was hoping Ford would have a nice continuation today. General Motors is actually trying to continue from their good earnings earlier in the week, so maybe keep them on the radar. Not looking bad. Looks pretty good. GM's holding up okay. Let's see the daily. That resistance worries me. Could end up breaking though. Hunter said, I'm a pig. Time to get jacked. Hell yeah, let's do it, man. I gotta go get a lot of good food in today. My weight's up pretty good. If I eat good today, my weight will be pretty high, I believe. I just need to really get it in today. I might actually hit 140 soon. I'm getting really close. Really, really close. The thing that's really helped me the most is just eating straight up like ground beef with like a bunch of vegetables and shit. That's really the main thing. I think for lunch today, I'm going to grill some burgers. We're going to get the grill going today for lunchtime. Unless it's not raining, we might have to go drive the vet to the Five Guys. Damn it, you guys got me. Yeah, it sucks, Mason. Too much calorie burns. All right, guys, we're going to call the stream here. I appreciate you sticking with us. I know today was pretty flat and choppy, so, you know, I apologize for the boring movement out there. Apologize for getting too off topic a couple times, but hey, you know, being personable, having some fun out here. Really do appreciate you guys, though. Hopefully I see you in the Discord today. I know I see a lot of you out there. No problem, Manny, OG. Appreciate you guys. Hunter, Mason, thank you guys for being here, of course. Nolan, Xbox, let's go. Let's go, Grim. Demure, Dax, Kevin, Francisco. Good job voting on Tesla, too. Been nice. Just keep that wrist tight today. Remember, you know, it's not always bad to sit on the sidelines. The price action is not like we saw yesterday, at least not yet. So just keep your eyes on that low of day. If it starts to see a big rundown, then go ahead and look at some nice plays to the downside. But other than that, I'm going to leave you guys there. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you in just a few minutes. See ya.